when you were in high school and I guess your photography teacher told you to ask people's permission, the scope back then was so much smaller, I imagine, and people would probably be flattered. Like, what are you going to use this? You know, for photo class? Cool. Is it going to be on the wall? Can I come look at it? No one gives a shit anymore. And someone can take like 50 pictures or so in one night out at a club or a bar, and whether you like a picture being taken or not, you're kind of like in the picture, or like kind of like trying to be out of it. And people just untag it, or you have to ask them to delete it once it's up. Like, some friends of mine will go home and put it up before they pass out, and then I wake up and I'm like, fuck, there's like so many ugly pictures. Like, where is your sense of like boundary, or where don't you think before you put it up this totally ugly picture of me? Like, and then I think, like, are you trying to fuck me? Why do you want to make me look ugly and tag me? I didn't, like, they assume because I take so many pictures of them that they're allowed to do it back to me, but I limit myself. If I post someone's picture, like, we go out for the night and everyone's drunk and everyone's taking pictures of each other, and you know there's going to be a couple uglies in there, but you're too ripped to say delete it. Like, it's just assumed, like, out of respect for my friends and maybe them for me, it's just assumed that you don't put the shitty ones up. You ask permission for those ones, but everything else is free range. Go ahead. Why not? Like, that's what we're here for, to like document our lives. We're all like characters in this stupid play. Why not share it? Does that answer it?
And sometimes you wake up in the morning.
But sometimes I find some gross ones, and then the person is like, you can't get a hold of them, and you're like, you fucking bitch, take that down. And that makes me wonder, like, what kind of friend this is of mine that they would do that. Or like, they're like, I think you look pretty. No, I don't, and you know I don't, and you know I was like deleted at the time, and you get really. Here's an example. I have a friend, Phil and I have a mutual friend who has a DSLR camera like Phil, and they both bring out their cameras when we go out. And this guy takes all these pictures of us all the time. Like, sometimes when Phil and I are fighting, just because it's a moment, and he thinks it's like great. And I tell him, like, just because you have the opportunity to hang out and take these candid shots doesn't mean you should. And it doesn't, even if it's for your own personal thing, I tell you, like, I don't feel comfortable with that. Not that I don't feel comfortable, it's just like, fuck you. You're not allowed to have this picture of me. That's it. And we fight about it all the time, and I think he's sort of slowly getting it. Like, one time at my art show, my closing show, Phil and I were fighting. I can't remember about what. And so the pictures are of me holding Phil's arms and like looking in his face. And yeah, they'd be neat if they weren't like totally like real fight. Like, that's embarrassing. That's a personal moment. You're not a paparazzi. Don't act like it. And so he went out for a smoke or to the bathroom and left his camera on the table. And my friend told me, and I went over to his camera and I started deleting them all, just the bad ones. And he came out and he was freaking out. And then I was like, you can't do that, okay? Like, you're totally taking advantage of this situation for your own personal gain. He's like, it's just for me. I'm not going to use it. And I don't know. He has pictures of us on Facebook, and he's admitted to my face, like, I can't tell anymore what you like, what you're cool with, and what you're not cool with. Because sometimes I'll just let some like subtly unflattering pictures go, and like, who cares? It's not the end of the world if there's a bad picture of you on Facebook. And sometimes I'm like, that's it, no pictures. Sometimes you just want to have that moment for you, like your eyes only. And meanwhile, everyone there has their own fucking camera and is taking pictures of everything. I don't know, it's overwhelming sometimes. And so backtracking to asking permission for pictures, it's a kind of a gray area. You have to wait and see, and you know how someone reacts, and all those things you worry about being sued. It doesn't happen. You just get an email from someone threatening you to take a picture down or this or that. They don't even have to be threatening. They're just like polite, and then you take it down. sometimes I get threatening ones, and if I really wanted to push it, yeah, I could keep that picture up. But I just decide to, take them down. Like pictures of children. Like that's where parents get pissed off about that. Just like regular, not naked or anything, but just like they don't want those pictures to be included on like a blog like mine, which I understand. But it still pisses me off.